So in terms of applications for roles and I guess what would make me apply for a job ad, I think there was a couple of things. Firstly, having like a clear job title, obviously, in the company of something that, I was interested in. But then also having pretty clear and concise information when you click on a job ad. I think sometimes having like loads and loads of information is a bit overwhelming and not that easy to, I guess, understand what you'd actually be doing. So having pretty, clear and concise information on what you'd be actually, I guess, involved in and what you'd be doing was quite important to me, and I guess made me more interested in some roles than others. I think transparency is also pretty important. Having, I guess, a salary banding is quite important. Having, the, I guess, benefits of working for that company, anything extra or, added that you might get from working for that company, I thought was pretty important to me. And I think also having the kind of pretty clear information of, this is a grad job, but then there's the career progression. I think some companies, it's like, this is a grad job and that's all. So I think having information about the company and how you could progress is something that I found really important, especially because I was applying for grad jobs. In terms of where I was searching for jobs, the first place was definitely LinkedIn. I was mostly looking on there, I guess applying for companies of different sizes. I know they had, quite a lot of grad roles towards the end of the uni year, so started to apply for roles on there. Also Seek, I think, was where I found quite a few jobs, but it was probably more so on LinkedIn. Even I found Facebook, sometimes there were some jobs being posted, so that's a place to look. And then when I was at uni, just really utilizing the university, I guess, things that they have on. So careers fairs, events days, different, I guess, places where you can potentially meet people and find out about different jobs and different grad programs. And then also I think my uni had an online portal where there was job information and job ads as well. So definitely check that out if you're at uni. And then I think in terms of any challenges I faced when applying for roles, the main one would probably be not necessarily knowing exactly what I wanted to do. And so just trying to figure out firstly what roles I wanted to apply for and what roles I thought might be suitable for myself. I guess, as a career choice, it's a bit daunting sometimes. So just making sure that I was, reading through and thinking about, I guess, the roles in depth and trying to talk to people in those roles to get an understanding of what they'd actually be like. And then I think another thing is some of the really, really big companies that, hire hundreds of people at a time. Sometimes you get lost in the database and then, you apply and 4 months later hear back saying they want to interview you, but you've already got another job. So I would say if you are maybe applying for those really big companies, potentially try and follow up or just make sure you're kind of spreading your risk and applying to places of different sizes and different types of companies to make sure that you're, I guess, possibly getting as much like opportunities you want and you possibly can when you're a graduate.